Order filled.
Yeah, that's me in the video right there. And what you just saw right there proves how much of a non-emotional trader I am. I work with the most professional mindset that you can have. No, but in all seriousness, I needed a little walk after that trade over there. Well, I'll show you the trade today. So today is another trade recap, as always. Um, a loss, and honestly, I needed a loss. Probably, I've been winning for a little bit now, and we needed a little setback probably. And when I say needed, I mean in terms of my psychology, it's good for me to get reminded that we need to be careful every single day, not be too egotistical about it. It's important to be confident, and it's important not to be scared, but you have to also be like you have to have a good instincts. So today we're gonna go over the trade that I took and why I had that reaction. Honestly, I woke up this morning mad, triggered. So I had a feeling that if today I was gonna lose, and I thought I wasn't. Honestly, during that trade, I thought we were good. If we were gonna lose, I was gonna have that reaction though. So let's just get right into the trade. Okay, so let's start off with the 4-hour time frame on Nasdaq over here. Before 9:30, we had reached all the way down here. We're like kind of into this gap. We're in a range where it's possible that we just like go either way, which is not ideal for me. Normally, I kind of look for a high time frame draw liquidity. We don't really have one here. It's except for like maybe this one, which had just been done like probably yesterday. It's still a good draw liquidity. Yes is doing the same thing. So I'm looking to find confluences on the 15-minute, on lower time frames than the hourly or 4-hour time frame. As you can see right here, both indexes had gone up, and we're starting to range into this. It looks like a huge gap over here. It might even be equilibrium at this point. I don't know. It's basically a zone of indecision, unpredictability, where I have to take advantage of trades on the lower time frame. Like I said, probably 5 times already this video. So before 9:30, I marked out these draws of liquidity right here. I had probably marked out this one. But the main two draws are this one up here and this one down here. So I'm waiting to see market give me a give me a reason to go either way. And so let's look at the 1 minute now. And another thing of why I had that reaction early in the video is because for the first 10 minutes of market open, my computer was somewhat like, it was like it didn't make sense. It was restarting, it was tweaking, it was basically me during my trade. Like, it was, I don't know, it was just completely stupid. I don't know. Maybe this morning I woke up triggered and decided that was gonna be my day. Like, sometimes it's like that, I guess. So I basically missed the first 10 minutes. So I'm gonna be with you guys looking at what happened. Okay, so it looks like at 9:30 we completely filled this gap over here. This is probably a 15-minute. Yeah, it looks to be a 15-minute. Very clean reaction off of it. Came back down, filled this gap. Probably could have taken a trade right here, aiming for these highs. Nasdaq was doing the same thing, and around that time I got in on the setup, like around here. So 9:44 about. At 9:44 I noticed we formed this 1 minute gap. We tap into it, we have a nice reaction off of it. And another thing that probably triggered me as well is the fact that we're this trade, however, look how small it looks. It's like it's nothing. It looks like it's 2 3 candles could reach my draw my TP, and which is fine. I take trades like that sometimes. But then when you look at it, okay, I got on 29088. My stop loss, I move it all the way down. This is 70 points when it looks like 30. I don't know, for some reason that triggered me. I don't know what happened this morning. And the cherry on top of the cake, everything goes well. I'm thinking, okay, I'm at least gonna get to this draw liquidity, put my stop loss to break even. No, market decides to not go there. And it completely stopped me out. Completely. I didn't have time to move my stop loss to break even. So yesterday, if any of you watched the video, I had a break-even trade, and I basically spent a bit of my time in the video trying to talk about the break-even strategy, how maybe if we kept our stop loss at where we originally had it instead of moving it, we'd have a bigger success rate. Today, obviously, it's not true. If I had moved my stop loss after to break even, once we get like the 1-to-1, because this is a bit more than 1-to-1, it's a 1.56. Like, if I move my stop loss around here when I see that we're getting a bit resistance, I just get a break even trade, and I could look for another trade afterwards. So obviously what happened here, if I stop complaining about this trade and I look at it on a bigger picture, I talk about it a few times on my channel. We get the double tap, so I call this the double tap, which is a Rocket League term, obviously, but I think it applies here. We tapped originally into this 1 minute gap, which caused me to take this trade. But market wanted to come back down and fill it like more. So what you can see right here is market comes down, fills a bit more, goes into this 1 minute gap formed on this down move, reacts, fills the 1 minute even more, and from there on. It's not clean though. I'm not saying it's the cleanest, but we get to the TP. Would have been probably a very stressful trade once you're in here. Actually, I thought about doing this. If you look at it here, I took 3 trades. So 2 of them was me entering and getting right back out, because I don't want to take more than 1 trade a day. And I just got so triggered here that I still entered, but I got out. I'm like 2 people sometimes. So yeah, my draw liquidity ended up being taken out. I just wasn't with it, which is unfortunate, honestly. When you look at this setup, like, it could have easily just avoided all of this nonsense and got to my TP. Instead, it wanted to be a bit more difficult. Yeah, to go back on the break-even shit, it's really up to you. Today, I probably should have moved it to break-even. Especially because I know it's possible we could come back. This is really not a fill of a gap, it's just touching it. ICT does say that a touch of the 1 minute gap is sometimes all you need. I'm not sure if anyone covers the double tap. Maybe I invented something. It certainly happens though. It certainly happens. So yeah, that was my non-emotional trading day for you guys. Hopefully you guys learned a little something out of it. Hopefully we can get back on track tomorrow and Friday. We need to just like right after my trade, I went out and breathed some fresh air, because that's what I needed. And now I just need a mental reset, get back to it tomorrow, focus, and yeah, hopefully I don't have such a rough morning tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.